Hallelujah. Praise the highest. Family, it is a gorgeous day here in the Carolinas, and we're so glad to see it. We're doing something a little different today. We're getting out back into the fresh air and the sunshine here at the local park. It's the first time I did this here since I've been back home. Well, I did it yesterday, but the wind was so high, we couldn't use it. And now that I get out here, the wind is trying to stir up a little bit now, but it's definitely not as high as it was yesterday. So I do believe I can get it. The wind noise edited out, what we are having now. We say praise the Most High today, family. And I have to try to remember to speak into the camera. We do have a grand idea, which what we're going to do is just go over the one we had for yesterday. I hope everyone else is well today, and that, like myself, you're able to get out and enjoy it. Getting in some fresh air, some sunshine, and the Most High willing, some good exercise. Man, it's gorgeous out here. It's about like I thought it was going to be yesterday once I got out here. But that wind started blowing, and it was, I think they said 8 degrees lower yesterday than it is today, so it's much warmer today. And no people. They had a few ball games out here yesterday. A ball game on each field. It was crowded and loud. And like I say, that wind was too high. But we're so delighted to be out today. Getting in some of this sun and this fresh air. Getting up out of that truck. I like the truck. It's a comfort zone. But every now and again, we got to get up out of that comfort zone and try something different. And I've been longing to get out of that truck and get out here and onto this picnic table. But I said I'm going to just wait until the weather break. And I'm glad I did, because yesterday I was freezing. We got the recording in, but like I said, I couldn't use it. I pray that we can get half of the good points we made yesterday into this one, and we'll do all right. Hallelujah. And the idea is called Greater Works Than These. Yes, greater works than these. And we speak a lot here in the secret place, truth be told, about the Most High Yahuwah's plan, will, desire, and agenda. However, the most important part of this is, I will direct your work in truth. That He will direct our work in truth. Because it's His work, not ours. Not only are the greater works His, but the work that He did through Yahushua is His also. Which we'll see when we get to that script. I wanted to make that point off top. I went out of town to have dinner with my family as we celebrated my mother's 75th year here on this earth. It was very nice as we were able to surprise her. And to see that look on her face was quite worth the ride. It was wonderful. I don't remember seeing my mother's face like that in quite a while, but she was happy. It was a wonderful trip. Hallelujah. On the way there, I saw this church sign saying, "We are doing the greater works." I smiled and said to myself, "No, you're not. If only you knew what the greater works were. You would probably denounce your Christianity belief instantly. Maybe or maybe not. I don't hold all so-called Christians to the same standard as their leaders who know the truth yet refuse to preach it. On the way back, I saw the same sign in the dark and knew that it was the Most High speaking to me by it. Yeah, I was passing by. It was on the left this time, and I just so happened to look up and saw the the surrounding area and knew instantly what he was saying. God was in the dark. I couldn't see the sign. I just knew that he was saying, you should be doing the greater works. You're talking about them on the way up here. You need to be doing the greater works. Greater works than these? Yes, greater works than these. And I've always pondered that saying by Yahushua. But let's look at the script. And it's in John 14:12. Most assuredly I say to you, he who believes in me, the works that I do, he will do also. And greater works than these he will do, because I go to my Father. Pardon me. The blind see, the lame walk, the lepers are cleansed. This is another script, pardon me, which this is explaining the word. Well, let's read the script. I ain't no need to read that. And that's in Matthew 2-11. And John had heard in prison about the works of Mashiach. He sent 2 of his disciples and said to him, are you the coming one, or do we look for another? Yahushua answered and said to them, go and tell John this here, the things which you hear and see. The blind see, the lame walk, the lepers are cleansed, and the deaf hear. The dead are raised up, and the poor have the Basura preached to them. And blessed is he who is not offended because of me. Oh, Yahushua had to break him off a piece, huh? Yeah. He had to explain some things. He had to explain some things to old John the Baptist. Hallelujah. And a lot of us also have to have some things explained to us too when we get into our ways. Just like I was speaking on these Christian leaders. I hate to say pastors and these bishops and these teachers. These pussyfooting pacifying pastors, as they call themselves. I hate to give them any kind of name that the set apart text names the true people that's out here doing the work. Because they have their people and my people. And I heard that said, family, when I first came into this truth. One of my high school partners escorted me into the truth without too many bumps and bruises and knots across my head. Like I said, without too many. But one of our high school classmates was a preacher. Well, he's a preacher. I don't know if he still is or not. But my partner was telling him, have you know this truth? He said, yeah, I know it. He said, but I can't preach it to my people. He said, my people will leave me. Family, that heated me up right in the beginning of this awakening process in my own life, because I was already coming out of a system where the pastor was basically thinking the same. I can't say he was saying the same, but I know he was thinking the same. I say that's a hot mess, because those are the Most High speaking. They're not his. And he's offended by Yahushua's process. Just like John was. John was offended. John was thinking, well, he was like, Cuzzo got the power. He was like, Cuzzo got the power. He can break me out of jail. He can come and put a spank on King Herod and all his boys, get me out of jail. We're going to rule the kingdom, and I sit beside him in a good high seat. But that wasn't the process. And a lot of us are offended by how the Most High does his thing, how he does his work. We want to wonder why